Nerdrotic, or Gary from Nerdrotic, is reviewing the latest episode of Rings of Power Season 2, Episode 7. This comes from his member stream, and Nerdrotic here is just absolutely losing it every time we see each plot detail that goes away from Tolkien's works. And you all know that Nerdrotic is a huge fan of Tolkien. I mean, practically on Friday Night Tights, his show on Fridays at 30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he always has the background of the map of Middle Earth. So here we are with Nerdrotic reviewing Rings of Power Episode 7, or Season 2, Episode 7 of Rings of Power, and we're going to go ahead and take a listen. And before we begin, go ahead and subscribe to Views and Tears, Jennifer News. Click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates.
Forging more rings, I see. In the meantime, there's like a war going on outside for mortal men doomed to die. Say doomed to die. Oh, he didn't say doomed to die. He didn't say the line. I can't believe.
Of course, hopefully Nerdrotic understands that they don't have these kind of rights to them to probably even say that particular full poem and everything, because they only have the rights to the appendices of this Rings of Power Season 2. And Nerdrotic, as you are going to see, is mortified as usual by this show, which is no surprise because a lot of people are mortified about this. So
I believe he said 9 for mortal men. How fucking cringe is that? He's looking under his desk for, I guess, I don't care. Feanor's hammer is missing a jewel, then it wasn't a jewel. Don't just keep that name out your fucking mouth. Ugh, this is so fucking boring. Let's deliver our lines as slow as possible to pad watch hours for Amazon to justify the $1 billion we flushed down the toilet on this absolute fucking garbage. Anyway,
Nerdrotic is absolutely destroying Rings of Power Season 2. He's also destroying Amazon as well. And quite frankly, Nerdrotic is just like the rest of us who either hates Rings of Power or just doesn't watch the show in its entirety. But I've never seen an episode. Well, actually, I tried watching the first episode from Season 1. I couldn't even finish it. Okay, I didn't even. I've lasted longer with She-Hulk Attorney at Law from Disney than with Rings of Power. And surprisingly, yet not surprisingly, this show is still on the platform. It's not been canceled. I mean, the Acolyte under Kathleen Kennedy has been canceled, but we see here that Nerdrotic is reacting to this show where the plot details are like stupid. And Nerdrotic is also reacting to the fact that they're not saying the famous quotes that are of Tolkien and everything, because, well, quite frankly, this show, as Nerdrotic knows, is not from Tolkien.
Walks out and everything's blowing up. I guess nothing's gonna hit him, but he doesn't have to worry about it. But this is the same Sauron who got Caesared by half a dozen orcs. Oh, Region's already fucking toast. Like, this battle's over. And now they're gonna have a meeting outside while giant fireballs are falling everywhere, just quietly. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! You have proven your quality to the made-up assistant modernity. Here comes Don Lemeless! And Elrond, what? How is Elrond here? Isn't he supposed to go to Region to stop, like, Sauron? But wasn't he banished? I don't care. What the fuck is he doing here?
That's a good question, because Rings of Power showrun is JD Payne, and Payne and Vance is all together. They simply don't know anything about Tolkien, or they do, but simply the fact that they don't have the full rights to it, they decide to go ahead and turn Rings of Power to whatever they want. Now, Elrond, he is of course an elf, but he's not supposed to be at Khazad-dûm. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure if in Silmarillion he was even mentioned to be at Khazad-dûm, or even in the appendices of the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring appendices and everything. But the fact of the matter is that we don't hear of any wars happening outside of Region and anything from Tolkien, but this is basically something that Amazon decided to do. And we see here Nerdrotic is actually exposing them, destroying them as well, with the different plot details and stuff that doesn't even match up with the literary works.
I'm glad they're having a nice little chit chat. No sense of urgency. They're gonna make out. I'm about to overthrow my father. Oh, wait a minute. Why is the girl cowering there? Why isn't she armoring up and fighting? This show's sexist. He's tweaking. Oh, my God. I've wrecked your backside. That's what I've done to you. What have you done to me? Reduced it to... now he's crying. Yeah. This is the writers right now. Fucking bawling because they know it's over. The jig is up. And the clapping seals are going to go, this is great. Our boyfriend is going dark. We can change him. Is that supposed to be a revelation that he put his blood into the meat? We saw him cutting his hand. This is the problem with mystery box storytelling. We're waiting for characters to catch up to shit we already know. Hey, maybe we'll get Dan Galf's name next episode. Fucking clowns. This is so lame. This is so fucking lame. We have Tolkien's original characters traversing a retarded landmine created by Amazon and their original created characters. The fuck? He's trying to tell him he's Sauron. They're not believing. This is so retarded. I have no words. I have no words for this. Oh, modernity. Oh, no. Modernity's dead. Not modernity. No. I always want to see that again. Oh, so the elves turn on Celebrimbor. Oh, fuck me. That looks so gay. Here's the big battle. Copy and paste. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. What the fuck was that horn? It sounded like I won't say what it sounded like. It sounded like Paco's Chevrolet. These fucking helmets look retarded. They look like bell ends. Well,
so as you all can see from Nerdrotic reacting to this whole episode, and I actually understand and sympathize with Nerdrotic at this point, and I do apologize, but I want to let you all know this. Nerdrotic hits, like, you all think that his reaction to this is this crazy. You should have seen it before from season 1 of Rings of Power. And Nerdrotic here, he's actually basically with the fans. This is why Nerdrotic is winning the internet right now, because of the fact that, you know, he's going against the establishment as well as the status quo and stuff. And that's why I'm aiming to like basically follow his example and stuff. Yes, he used to be owner of a comic book shop and stuff, but this, because of the fact that this is what he loves. He loves everything that's, you know, original, including the works of Tolkien from Silmarillion and even Lord of the Rings and even The Hobbit. But the fact of the matter is, it's understandable that Nerdrotic here is actually responding to this in the manner that he is, and it's justified because the fact that you have shills out there shilling for this, and Nerdrotic is basically exposing this show, Rings of Power Season 2. Okay, so yeah, Nerdrotic is basically hitting them up and hitting them, and this is why the shills out there, as well as those who are working for Amazon, really hate people like, well, really hate Nerdrotic. Even people from Disney hate Nerdrotic. Okay.
Oh my God, this is lame. Pause. You can tell it's like the same 12 dudes on horses. We're the women, by the way. Fucking sexist. And it's the same like 15 orcs. And instead of getting prepared for men on horseback to come out, even though your numbers are greater, men on horseback and getting down, you know, like they do in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, they have their giant spears and they bring down, they're ready to go. They're just going, come at me, bro! Like, it's so retarded. Despite all her rage, she's still just a Galadriel in a cage. And Elrond stops to save Galadriel because Eregion is fucking falling. He can see it. He's got the ring. And this Galadriel, she ain't worth saving. What? They're gonna treat? Oh. No! This show. So it's a fallen elf and his legion of orcs that's being led into Sauron's trap, but it also is smarter than the elves. This show. This fucking show. This is so retarded. And they're sitting down and talking. You're willing to spill your children's blood. And they're like, oh, maybe he's got a really good point. He asked about the ring. Elrond said he didn't bring it. He wouldn't be that stupid. He probably brought it. So Elrond refuses to treat, and the orcs are not killing him where he stands. Now they're letting him say goodbye. And the guy's like, he's unarmed. It's cool. We totally trust the elves. We totally trust the orcs in this. What the fuck? Oh, oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jeff Bezos wanted his Game of Thrones. Forgive me. Forgive him for what? Forgive him for what? She should be saying that of him. Oh, fuck off. Oh!
Yes, as you all know, Nerdrotic, as you all can see, Nerdrotic is reacting to the kiss between Elrond and Galadriel. Now, for those of y'all who didn't watch my last video or may not be familiar with Tolkien and stuff, and I'm pretty familiar with Tolkien. I mean, I'm not a Tolkien scholar, but still, Elrond is actually Galadriel's son-in-law because he married her daughter, Celebrian. All right. Celebrian got harmed by orcs and everything to the point where her wounds can't be healed by elven magic. So she was actually sent to Valinor and everything. And at this time, it's like, yo, I mean, I'm pretty sure they didn't even introduce if Elrond was married to Celebrian in this show because, well, quite frankly, as you all know, I couldn't even finish the first episode. And Nerdrotic here, understandably so, giving the same reaction as I would have given if I actually watched this episode on a Prime Video. But the fact of the matter is, Nerdrotic is actually done with this show by spirit, as you call it. But the fact of the matter is that Nerdrotic, I'm pretty sure he was angry by this point where they go ahead, and this is like the latest one of the latest flaws that the showrunners of Rings of Power season 2 has made when it comes to this. And Nerdrotic, as you all can see, he knows that this is not canon. You know, you all know that this is not canon as well. So yeah, there's like a lot of controversy here as well. But the fact of the matter is, Nerdrotic, he is going to have a lot to say on tonight's episode of Friday Night Touch. So let's go ahead and watch Nerdrotic react further to the rest of the episode.
I knew it was coming. This is an abomination. Anyone involved in this show should not be allowed to ever write or work in television ever again, or film or anything. They should go to trade. No, they shouldn't be allowed to work at all. The fuck? I knew it was coming. Pause. Jesus fucking Christ, pause. What is wrong with these people? Elrond just made out with his mother-in-law. Now, look it. What? That probably happens a lot in Hollywood. Okay, I understand. It's made for the Hollywood we live in fucking today. But that's like fucking Luke making out with Shmi. That's like, it's, are you fucking kidding me? I can't believe I just watched that. I can't believe I just watched it. So I heard that came up, like first, I get up in the morning, my phone's all bing, and I fucking get up. And the first thing I see is, I think it's Middle Earth Mixer going, did I hear that Elrond makes out with Galadriel? Holy shit. Okay. Elrond marries Celebrian, who's Galadriel's daughter, who she had with her husband Celeborn. As you know, Elrond is Arwen's dad. So we don't have Celeborn. We don't have Celebrian. That must have been an uncomfortable conversation. Hello, Arwen. Do I not have your love? And did I forget to mention that I made out with your grandma? What the fuck? Ooh, you have to set out to do shit this bag. Like, you have to fucking try. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. This show had no hope, but I cannot wait to see the shills defend this. Professor Tolkien calling you out. Nerd of the Rings calling. I'm going to start calling these motherfuckers out by name. The OneRing.net. I'm fucking calling you out. Defend this. Try to equate this to Arwen taking Glorfindel's glory in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Please fucking do that. Let's fucking go. Tolkien purists are still grumpy for no Glorfindel. Glorfindel's cool. He's cool in the books, but I didn't have a problem with it because it was, it stayed in the spirit. It was in the spirit of Tolkien. And the great thing is, when you make those changes, but it stays in the spirit, it gets you to the source material, which, as much as I like the Peter Jackson trilogy and think it's the greatest trilogy ever made, it's not as good as the books.
Yeah, and he's right about that. But yeah, he's calling out all the Tolkien, all the shows out there, including Nerd of the Rings and stuff, the channel that I used to watch and still dislike to this day. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. I will be having a part 2 of this video in the next time, so be sure to like the video and smash like button and share this video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you're notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.